Hi there, I'm Kelly Hydrator, and this is Lenawee. We have our cameras in the hands of our student reporters all around Lenawee County to get that first-hand look at the incredible experiences right here in our community. We packed the LISD Tech Center all summer long with our popular summer camps, and we keep the kids really busy in our ag camp out at our Tipton Highway campus. And they are showing us what it takes to make some real butter.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Today, actually, we were making butter, so the kids are learning all about dairy cows and dairy farms and get to make butter today.
You need to put 3/4 of milk in a jar, and then they put the cap on it, and then you shake it. We took turns shaking it for 20 seconds. It wasn't really that hard. You just need to shake it. I just shook it like really hard, but like sometimes it would be hard, and I would look at it to see if there was butter, but there wasn't. But then the last time I looked at it, I was like, oh, butter!
They can learn about where their food comes from, that it doesn't come off of the grocery store shelf that mom buys and takes home, that it does come from, you know, your milk comes from a cow and their butter comes from a cow from a byproduct of milk. So that's our goal, is so the kids know where their food comes from.
We got butter!
That was really fun, and it looked very simple. But for some people, even something like that isn't simple at all. They may be suffering from mental illness, making everyday things seem very difficult. And there's a negative stigma around people that are suffering with mental illness, and it hurts them, and it also hurts their families. The Tecumseh lacrosse coach decided he wanted to do something about it. There are many campaigns around the country to raise money for families suffering from mental illness, bullying that leads to school shootings, and suicide. He even felt that he needed to make a stand here in Lenawee County schools. So he took his fundraising effort to a new level. He put his lacrosse team on a mission to really reach out to their friends and families, sharing a story of heartache and healing.
We're trying to do a pretty cool event for the first time. Stick it to stigma, try to raise money and awareness for mental health issues in our community, both regionally, locally, and nationally. We just want to give, start spreading the word to end the word. And
a lot of kids here, I would say, face stuff like depression and anxiety a lot. A lot of people talk about it, whether that's with talking to new people or taking tests or just going through daily struggles of high school. But with this game and people talking about it, I really hope it helps people out. Being a part of teams like this that look to help the community is great. We're doing a great thing for our community, and hopefully this really helps out.
Next year, we're going to grow. We've got a lot of teams interested, including one from Grand Rapids. I got a bunch of teams from Toledo that want to come up here and do this next year. Some Monroe schools as well. So hopefully make this kind of a Saturday, maybe a mini tournament, if you will. To get even more communities and more teams involved to continue to grow this thing.
It's so important to reach out and ask for help. And even if you are a family member, don't let someone suffer alone. Reach out a hand to give them some hope, just like these students did in Tecumseh. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll introduce you to some students that are receiving big bucks and scholarships.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed our own.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Welcome back. Each year, the Lenawee Community Education Foundation gives out hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships to hundreds of kids right here in Lenawee County. It's an outstanding thing to see this size of a community dig deep to offer these scholarships to our students. And the man behind it all, the local legend, Frank Dick.
Those are wonderful numbers. Just to think we started in 1985 with 2. The gas come in 2, and then the next year the cleaners came in for the 3rd one. And now we are up to 435. And it's a day of celebration. It really is. Lenawee County is a giving community overall. But when they're informed and they see a good thing, the citizens of this county respond. And you see it every day in various charitable groups, the things they do. But the scholarships here is just, the reason I'm so proud of it, because it may be the highest number of scholarships in one county in this state, I don't know. But it's just wonderful.
College gets more expensive each year, and it's harder for students to be involved and have a job and pay for college. And to do everything, it's just hard to find that balance. And so when they have someone in the community who has been through that and who is, you know, able and willing to help, I think that's just great. And so I want to be, you know, that supportive, because I'm getting so much support today and just any day, and I'd like to just do that, you know, for the kids growing up. It's just great to know that the community has your back and that they're supporting you, even though that you're, you know, that you may be leaving the town or, you know, the city or anything like that, but you know, you grew up here and you're always going to give back, and that's kind of what my goal is, because they gave so much to me and I'd like to give so much back.
In 2019, I plan to get my associate's degree in applied science and hopefully pursue a job as a medical assistant. I want to work in a pediatric office because currently I'm working at a preschool and I absolutely love to work with kids. So I want a job where I'm working with kids but also using my degree. So scholarships, they are a lot of hard work. Like, you have to look for them. There's essays and stuff, but they do pay off. It's like you said, it's free money. So I mean, who doesn't want free money?
I didn't realize how expensive college actually was until I actually was looking into it. So just to have, like, you know, a couple of scholarships, like, means a lot to me, because that's really expensive. I mean, it's really important to me, because just knowing that, like, I can't really afford it, hopefully I'm in a position one day where I can help other people out, like, just like I'm being helped out right now. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the last minute to do like 15 essays. Honestly, if you do like 1 or 2 a week and you just spread it out, and it makes it a lot easier, and you'll be surprised how many you actually can get done if you just stay consistent and do a couple a week. It makes the load a lot easier.
Today is really cool. It feels really good to be recognized. It's tough, you know. College is a lot of money, and I've been fortunate enough to get the money where I can get it, and it makes me feel better about going into, you know, a field that I really want to go into. The prompts are not easy. They're things you really have to think about and you know, put your own real opinions into, and you can't just formulate. A lot of things you don't have, you know, an opinion right on the spot. They're very adulty questions, so keep working hard. Make sure you have good things to say about yourself, like good volunteering, things that you've done, and positive academic things and achievements, because that definitely helps, because a lot of them you have to get a little braggy on them, and you have to have good things to talk about when the time comes. So.
You can tell that those students have bright futures ahead. And coming up next, some of our students have remarkable prom dates. You won't want to miss this one.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe. 14 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, this year she celebrated her 50th wedding anniversary.
Is that why you've taken off your jeans?
No, I've taken off my jeans to prove the link between jeans and the fight against breast cancer.
Oh, that's interesting. Do I have to take off my jeans?
No, nobody has to take off their jeans, Mom, but everybody has to go to denimday.com right now. I'll explain everything, dress code optional.
Apparently. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Learn more at denimday.com.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Reaching out and giving something back to your community is something our students do on a regular basis. And during prom season, our healthcare careers students put on all of their fancy prom dresses and all the suits and had a fashion show, not for us here at the LISD Tech Center, but for some very special guests at a local nursing home.
Today we are working on Charlotte Stevenson Manor prom. This is something that used to happen several years ago, that they put on a prom for the elderly here, the residents at Charlotte Stevenson Manor. We have decided to bring it back this year. The students have worked very hard. They did different prom committees. We have a photography committee. We have a signs and invitations committee. They worked with the graphic and imaging department in the tech center, and they made the signs and all the invitations. We did decorations. We voted and decided on the theme, which is the masquerade ball. And they also put on a fashion show today. Tonight when they come back, we will actually have a prom with a DJ and also some polka dancers.
So why we're doing this is we're learning. We're in healthcare careers at Vo-Tech. So we get to go out and go to these sites and put on the stuff for them.
It's nice to involve the different generations together, to have the health career class who is going into training and learning these things to come in and get hands-on, one-on-one with the residents.
In my future career, if I go on in healthcare, this will really prepare me for the nursing side of it, and also just learning to work with patients.
Students who love the arts get a chance to take the whole day off of their home school and spend it at Siena Heights University. Siena becomes a mecca for all of the arts, like dance and symphony, poetry, painting, woodworking, pottery, and even video production. Our video students were assigned to make a fun music video for the Fine Arts Festival, and they come from all of the different schools around the county. Some were meeting for the first time on this day, and they had to work as a team to become creative, to brainstorm, produce, direct, act, and edit this music video all in one day. Check it out.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
That was a lot of fun, and they made it look really easy, didn't they? Well, that's our show. If you see something amazing going on right here in Lenawee County, we want to know about it. Just email us at lisdtv@lisd.us. I'm your host, Kelly Hydebreeder.